episode, we talk about Modern Malt, the craft cocktail battle, and we shoot some hoops.
Ben Riley, and welcome to episode 2 of A Week in the Life. As always, I'm here with
Jason Emerson,
and we have a very special guest, one of my good friends and one of the preeminent entrepreneurs in Central New York. He is
Chris Bily.
Chris Bily from
Modern Malt, Ice Cream
And-
Social,
and
Bull and Bear, Craft Cocktail Battle. I don't know, is there anything else?
what else is coming up?
yes.
What else is coming up?
Do you have anything else coming up?
I do, but
Okay.
I can't really divulge right now. I can't really talk about it, but there's some exciting other things in the works.
All right,
We'll get to that soon.
So anyway, what we're trying to say is Chris is one of the up and coming entrepreneurs in Syracuse, and we have a lot to talk to him about. But first, I want to talk because it's one of my favorite events. It is
Yes.
talk about Ice Cream Social first, and then specifically the craft cocktail battle.
Sure, no doubt. So for those of you who don't know, which I know you do because you've been there and you've had a blast and I've seen
We
it
do have a
live. Ice Cream Social is a social group and events company that myself and a couple of local entrepreneurs started in the Syracuse area. Myself, Eric Hinman from Urban Life Athletics, Chris Fowler from Syracuse First, and Scott Friedberg from Gilded Social. We came together, sat down, and we said, dudes, why can't we do more fun things in the city?
Yep.
And we said, dudes, let's put a group together and let's do this. So that's really all it is. It's just thinking of outside the box experiences for people and really focusing on that experience for people to come in, have some laughs, have some drinks, anything they want, listen to awesome music, and enjoy the moment and what we're providing to them. And the one that we're working on now, man, is Craft Cocktail Battle. Awesome reviews, awesome
So much fun.
crowd and turnout. We're super stoked about the publicity it's getting, and not only that, but the following it's getting.
Mhm.
So I'm pumped about it.
So for people that don't know what the craft cocktail battle is, now this may be cliche, but what I like to tell people is it's kind of like Chopped,
Yes.
like on the Food Network,
Yep.
like secret ingredient,
Totally.
the whole thing. So,
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah, it is Chopped for bartenders. So we stage at the York, downtown Syracuse, Armory Square. 4 bartenders against each other. They need to battle 3 secret ingredients throughout the entire night. One person moves on, and that one person is now moving on to the finals. So there's actually 4 people that have won in the preliminary rounds. This will be the 5th round, which is the finale, going down on January 30th.
January 30th.
9 o'clock p.m.
9
So if you
p.m.
haven't gotten your tickets yet, Ice Cream Social, icsocialevents.com.
So who are
Grab
the
your
4
tickets.
finalists now?
The 4 finalists are. God, they put me on the spot.
I know, sorry.
Who's the 4 finalists? Anna Diaz,
Yeah.
formerly from Empire.
She was
We have
awesome last
Jamie
round.
Burton from Arad Evans. If you're familiar with Arad, it's
Yep.
right over here in Fayetteville.
Yep.
Steve Samuels from Ocho Cinco, which is down on Warren Street. And then we have another bartender, mystery to be named. We actually, unfortunately, had a bartender that couldn't make it on the 30th and couldn't pull out. A lot of family, sort of personal issues. So
We're going to have a surprise.
So you're gonna have a surprise bartender. So
It's like Iron Chef.
as if we didn't throw enough surprises at you already with Life of Riley bringing in vodka and everybody else helping and supporting us, of which I can't thank you enough for being an
It's been a
advocate and
blast. It's
supporter
been a
for
blast,
us.
bro.
Yeah, it's going to be surprise bartender, so I'm stoked to bring somebody else in there and mix it up, man.
So
Either
you-
way, it's going to be a blast.
It is. It's awesome. And we said secret ingredients. So the
Yes.
one that stuck out with me.
Are they
so
crazy? Like
The first one that I
Dude,
saw.
they're wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wild. So, yeah.
The first one I was going to say was the first one I saw was grape jelly,
Really?
which you wouldn't think would be all that difficult. And there was, I think there was a couple of bourbons in. Was it with the bourbon in the grape? I don't quite remember.
Bourbon, it might have been mojito.
So which one sticks out for you?
Wow.
Oh my god. I think the first round was the most difficult.
Yeah.
That we chose. I want to say the first round was bread and butter pickle juice, balsamic vinegar. Everyone in the back, by the way, is like,
Wow, that's
balsamic
crazy.
vinegar, and I think the last one was like a habanero pepper. So it was like really, really hard.
So
Like
that's what
not
makes things like that, like Chopped. I love Chopped. I've never been to the cocktail battle, but I'm going to go on the 30th. Definitely
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it so interesting is how do these people do that?
It's
and make it taste good?
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy the type of skill set, and it's really cool to see the type of skill set that these bartenders have to bring. I mean, it's creativity, it's knowledge, it's passion, it's thinking on your feet. It's all these things combined that they pour into these drinks, and it's really wild. The
So
stuff that they.
cool.
So the one ingredient that sticks out of me which was awesome was I think fluff was probably my favorite.
I missed that. Really?
Yeah.
Really
What do you
love
do with fluff with
Yeah.
a cocktail?
Do you have to
What
mix it
don't
in?
we
It
do
can't
with
just be on top, right?
What
like
don't you do
like a
with fluff?
garnish, or do they have to incorporate it in the drink?
Incorporate. They
Okay,
they need
yeah,
to.
it can't just be
so
on top.
fluff or whatever ingredient is chosen for that mystery sort of basket ingredient has to be like the star of the dish. Because you know how Chopped is. So
Right.
we're judging based off of creativity, taste, and presentation.
Okay.
But fluff definitely has to be at the end of the day, fluff has to be like the one thing that sticks on your palate.
Wow.
It's like, dude, that was fluff and that was awesome.
Wow.
Too cool.
That's great.
So who judges the cocktails?
So it's a mix. We actually have the guests judge, which are sort of celebrity guests, as well as the crowd. The crowd judges as well. So once you're there, you actually get a chance to not only come in and try and sample some of your distilled vodka, which is amazing, by the way. But you actually get a chance to judge all the contestants. We give out samples of every single drink that the bartenders make. You get to taste and you get to vote based off of crowd noise. So me and my esteemed colleague Jeff Watkins, aka DJ Stay Gold, we're up on the microphone trying to organize and try to captivate this night with getting the crowd as riled up as we possibly can, as rowdy as we possibly can, and just have an awesome time.
So Jeff, I want to focus on Jeff because he is like when I showed up at first, I was like, okay, there's a DJ in the corner, and
He's gonna be
kind of
like
figure
the headphones,
right,
like,
like he's
doing
gonna
this,
like be on his iTunes,
waving.
right. So the first one we went to, and I'm not gonna, I don't know exactly who it was. I think we went, and the first he does these things called mashups, and like that's kind of like his thing. And one of the first ones I heard was John Cougar and T.I., and it was like. And it just created this whole
That sounded
momentum.
good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But he's just so talented when it comes to what he does. He just
Yeah.
hears things that nobody else can hear.
Yeah, man, he's a good dude. I've known him for a long time, and as soon as we started sort of conceptualizing what we wanted to do with Craft Cocktail Battle, I was like, oh my god, like we need music. Like we need an MC. Like I know I'm going to be up there on the microphone, but I need somebody else. Like who else is going to do this with me? And I was like, Jeff.
Awesome.
Perfect. The dude's super creative. He's super high energy. He loves the city of Syracuse. He loves the community. He wants events and activities that are going to show, the true colors of Syracuse and what Syracuse needs and wants. And I think that this, sort of event and events moving forward are it. So he's been awesome to have on board, man.
Cool. So you're going to come to the next one.
Definitely coming. It sounds like a great time.
It's
30th,
unbelievable.
yes.
Unbelievable. So what's next for IC Social? Like this. You guys blew this out of the water with this.
Yes.
Something that nobody has ever seen in Syracuse.
No.
So how do you top Craft Cocktail Battle?
Oh my God. We're planning a spring event right now. It's going to be a weekend-long event. I'm not going to divulge
Alright.
what it is again. I'm
Alright.
going to keep a secret. But we have some other sporadic events. We're going to do another series. We're going to roll out another
Awesome.
series of the Craft Cocktail Battle.
Great.
Different bartenders from the area. We're hoping that we actually draw in some bartenders from outside of Syracuse as well. Maybe some Rochester, maybe some Utica bartenders to sort of diversify the crowd and the game a little bit.
Awesome.
Really, the overall goal for that event and moving forward is to really cast our net as wide as we possibly can and make people know about what's happening in Syracuse and that it should be happening everywhere else.
So obviously your partner in Modern Malt.
Yes.
And so that's been. Have you been?
I have not been. I get a little cloistered here in Caz. I need to
Yeah.
branch out a little bit more. I
Yeah.
was checking out the website. Dude, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I was talking to my daughter. We
Fun,
are going.
funky.
Very funky. I can't. PB&J Burger. How did you come up with that? I have to try that. PB&J Burger.
Oh man, I watch a lot of cartoons and TV. I like to eat.
Nice. Elvis pancakes.
I don't know,
I make
it's,
Elvis French toast.
Fruity Pebble French toast.
Yes, that's crazy.
It's
Crazy
wild
awesome.
when you think about menu items and like dishes. For me, it's always been like, let's take like what everyone knows, like the traditional.
Yeah.
A burger or pasta or whatever, and it's like, what can you do that's so crazy that it's going to change that dish
Yeah.
for the better?
Right.
Other things that stick out to me when we're talking about menu development and coming up with dishes is like, I don't let's think about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and why you love it so much. Well, how can you incorporate that same flavor profile in something else? Like a drink. I mean, we have a PB&J cocktail that we do.
I saw that.
You know, it's a vodka-based cocktail with a little bit of cranberry. We're actually using our house-made jelly in there. There's a rim of peanut butter. There's actually a wedge of a peanut butter jelly sandwich on there.
Fantastic.
But it's just crazy stuff like that, man. And it's fun. It's fun for myself and the team that we have at Malt to get together and collaborate on that stuff. It brings a lot of energy, a lot of creativity, and certainly more excitement for not only us, but downtown and Syracuse as a whole, for sure.
So how would you describe the decor? So if you've never been to Malt, it's I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but it's unlike anything you've ever seen in Syracuse. And I give these guys a lot of credit because they just think so far outside the box, not only with Craft Cocktail Battle, but with Malt. So start with the name and then the decor, because it's just so different.
Oh my God!
You were saying earlier it took you what 400
Right.
I mean,
tries to come up with
myself and one of my partners, Matt Gardner, you know, we had come up with names for days, man. Just hundreds of just scribbling down names, and it's like shooting it back and forth, seeing if it's gonna stick, and trying to really like imagine a brand around it.
Okay.
Finally, we actually sat down in a meeting with the names that we had. We were throwing around names, and it was you know, myself and Rob and Mark Bullis, who owns Bull and Bear, talking about these names, and talking about a restaurant name, and you know, some modern came up, and we're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I was like, oh, what about Modern Milk? Sounds pretty funky, wild. And then my partner Matt across the room, he's like, well, what about Malt, like Modern Malt? And we're just like, chalk it up, dude.
Done. So the brand and the interior, you guys started with the name, then you went to the brand, or did you have the brand concept and back to the name?
We always knew conceptually what we wanted to do. We wanted to do sort of like a spin, a 21st century spin off of a 50s, 60s like retro diner.
Right.
And I think and I hope that when you go in there, you actually see like that spin in place.
Absolutely.
That's
Like,
exactly what
the
I
color
when I looked on the
concept,
website.
yeah.
That's what it exactly looked like.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Very
that
cool.
was the idea behind it, was to spin off of that 50s, 60s like retro diner feel and vibe, and to make it really like cool and hip and like hipster and 21st century. That was the direction that
It's
we went
amazing.
in, and Malt was the name that stuck, and we were like, all right, let's do it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, so exclusively for our audience,
Yes,
if they're coming to the Craft Cocktail Battle on Saturday, January 30th,
9 p.m.
9 p.m. at the York,
Yep.
there are three secret ingredients.
Three.
Three secret ingredients.
Yes.
And a secret bartender.
And a secret
And a
bartender.
secret bartender. There's a lot of secrets.
What secret?
You gotta come. Don't come for the cocktails.
Come for the secrets.
Yes.
Come and stay for the secrets.
That's right.
Yes.
What can you give us a hint or give us one of the secret ingredients right now
Oh
Oh.
my God.
for our audience only
Oh.
Wow.
to drop before the 30th?
Maybe. I will tell you this.
Okay, cut. We're
I
done.
will tell you, yeah,
All right. Okay.
I will tell you this. You're going to be there with vodka.
Yes.
We are, as always, we have a specialty cocktail. It's always Life of Riley. Props to you for obviously helping us. And
Absolutely.
again, on air while you're doing your show, I can't thank you enough for being an advocate of not only myself on a personal level and getting to know you over the past couple of months, but for the movement that we're all, I think, trying to create
Absolutely.
in the community. And that's to just do stuff that you love and keep it fresh and funky, man. I love it. As far as
He's stalling.
yeah, it's not totally stalling. As far as
You
the
don't have
ingredient, man, I'm gonna say this: you got to come and watch for yourself.
There you go.
Oh.
Yes.
Are we given a question?
Yep, absolutely. Monica, question.
Quick one.
What's your favorite song and why?
My
Ooh.
favorite song and why? Oh my God. That's really, really hard. I have so many musical influences; it's insane. I will give you. Okay. Really big like hip hop background for me. I loved my first ever piece of music that I bought was Salt-N-Pepa on tape. I forget the album name.
Did you wear the tape out?
I had the tape. Oh, word up.
You still have it?
Word up.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to like rewind it with a pencil?
Absolutely.
I
Totally.
love that.
Finger.
I didn't have to do that.
Finger works
Or you
well.
got-
Exactly. Finger does.
So that was my So big hip hop background for me. That was my favorite album. My favorite song right now. The favorite group probably of all time is by Tribe Called Quest.
Love
Um,
it. Love it.
Good one.
Favorite song would have to be. Oh my God, there's so many good ones.
There
I
are.
don't know.
That's
I can't give you a
You can
song.
stay.
but-
You can stay with Tribe.
Yeah.
We'll go with
Tribes.
group.
Yeah,
Favorite group. How about we do that? Favorite group.
All right, Jason. Favorite group.
All right. So if I were to pick a song, Tribe. Can I kick it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
So that's
Great
my
song.
favorite song.
That's a good one.
For me, the song is just all about like being the man. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
We're gonna
You know,
play after the show. We're gonna play it while you're shooting hoops.
Yes.
We're gonna pull it up,
Nice.
and we're gonna shoot hoops to that song.
Nice.
All right.
Perfect.
Jason,
That's a tough one again. There's so many.
quick.
great
We
songs.
have 1.5 minutes.
1.5 minutes.
My guilty pleasure song that I don't admit very often. I love
Madonna.
Miley Cyrus "Wrecking Ball."
Oh my god.
Miley Cyrus.
Gotta love it. It's a
Man,
great song.
I like it.
It's a great song.
I
It's
like
very
it.
catchy.
I like that one. That's a good one, man.
That's only for this show. Okay, Ben, yours.
Are we gonna shoot the video at some point?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
I thought
go.
we were. I thought we
1
All right.
minute.
Very easy for me, Dave Matthews. I'm a sucker for Dave
Nice.
Matthews. Always have been, always will be. So,
Okay, one more question.
all right, quickly.
Favorite local restaurant within the Syracuse greater area?
Other than Modern Malt.
Yes.
Well,
It's
obviously.
a tough
Oh,
one.
I know. It's a tough one.
All right.
Oh my God, I spent so many.
One you frequent
Okay.
the most recently.
Ocho Cinco
There
is
you go.
probably
Oh my
one of
god,
my
yes.
one of my favorites. I love the staff there. Shout out to Steve Samuels, my man from Ocho, also on the craft cocktail battle. Other than that, man, I'm always a frequent at Cafe Kubal. I can't get away from that coffee and chai lattes, man. They're good.
They're down here at Dave's Diner.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Favorite restaurant, not
Oh.
named Modern Malt,
Yes.
which will become your favorite restaurant once you go there.
I don't eat in Syracuse as much as I should. I tried to go to Empire the other day. Great burgers. Great
Yeah.
burgers at Empire. Place was packed. Couldn't even get in. So we went someplace else that I won't name because it was.
So is that your favorite or it's not your favorite?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I love going to Empire.
Okay, Ben.
I don't know.
You stole my thunder. I was going to say Empire.
Sorry.
I love.
It's all right.
Yellow brick road.
I
Off to
love-
basketball.
All right, we're off to basketball. Thank you to Chris Bily
Yes,
from
thank
Modern
you for
Malt.
being here.
Thanks,
Craft
man. Thanks
cocktail.
for
We're
having
going to go
me.
shoot hoops.
Yes.